Hi everyone, and welcome to this Pilates class where we're going to focus on the core today. And this class is part of my prenatal series, but if you're not pregnant, that's okay. This class is going to be just as beneficial for you. I'm going to be doing all the same exercises that I would do in any Pilates class. I'm just going to omit any crunches. So we are going to really focus on the deep core today. So it's going to take a lot of concentration and a lot of control, a lot of slow movements. So when you're ready, let's get started on the mat in 4-point kneeling position. So make sure that your hands are under shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. You're going to tuck those toes underneath. And we're going to start off with our knee hovers. So now before we make any moves, I want you to connect to that deep core. So you're going to draw that transverse abdominis in, lifting that belly button to spine, and then you're going to hover the knees off the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, scoop in the abs and lifts. Really use that deep core so that you're not having any coning. Focus on that control. If you need to take a peek when your knees are up to see if there's any coning, you can do that. And just really connect. It's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of control. Draw that belly button in. On our next one, we're going to hold. Now, can you hold here? And can you lift up your right foot? Place it back down. Exhale, lift up your left. Keep that core control. If you need to take a peek to see if you're coning, you can do that at any time during this class. Okay, let's go for another one. Woo, some heat through the body. Inhale, lower back down. Untuck the toes. And then we're going to come into a lateral bird dog. So we're going to start by lifting that right leg out to the side. Now when you lift that right leg, I want you to make sure you're keeping your hips square. And you're not lifting your leg up all the way so that you're twisting in the spine. So you're just going to lift it up just before you start moving the hips. Check that leg. Is that foot in line with the knee? Make sure that it's in line so you're not internally or externally rotating that leg. Place it back down. Exhale, lift it up again. Take that left arm out to the side. Connect to that core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it up. Whew, this is really deep core work. Very good. Draw that belly button in towards the spine. Keeping the pelvis square. Gaze to the mat. Don't look at your screen as you're doing this. Okay, on our next one, you're going to hold it up. Take that leg back and the arm forward. Really find length here. Drawing the abdominals in. Exhale, take it out to the side. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, out to the side. So keeping that core control. Follow your breath. It's going to help to stabilize you. Last one, take it forward and then take it back down to the side. Lower the arm and the leg. I want you to come down onto your left forearm now. You're going to extend the right leg out to the side. So it's out to the side of the room. And now we are really going to fire up the core even more. Okay. So on your exhale, I want you to lift that foot off the mat. Connect to that core. Do you feel that core work? If you can't lift your leg high, that's fine. If you can't even lift it off the floor, that's fine. Just connect to that deep core. Feel the core lift as you lift that leg. It's hard work. It's a small lift. But that core is working hard. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Firing up the abdominals, drawing the belly button to the spine. Let's do one more. Lower it back down. Bring that leg back in. Lift back up into your 4-point kneeling position. We're going to go into the other side now. So we're going to lift the left leg now. out to the side. Remember, no twisting in the spine, keeping the hips facing the mat, squaring them off. Lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Make sure there's no internal or external rotation. The foot is in the same plane. Take that right arm up to the side. Lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So draw that belly button in to make sure that you're not coning. Very good. A lot of core control here. If you need to feel, you can do that. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Take it out to the side. Take the leg back, arm in front, and then back out to the side. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, take it back. This is hard work. Stay with me. The arms are also working hard, and the glutes. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Very good. Let's do one more. Bring it out to the side. Lower it back down. And I'm just going to turn to face you. We're going to do the left side now. So come down onto your right forearm. Extend the left leg out to the side. Connect to that deep core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Deepen that core connection as you lift. It's okay if you don't get your foot off the floor. Just as long as you are connecting to your core and you can feel your core switch on. Let's go for another 3. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last 2. Last one. Lift, lower. Bring that knee back in. Sit back to a nice shell stretch. Just stretching out the shoulders, the glutes. And then you're going to come up to seated. So you're going to be in the middle of your mat. And this next exercise is going to require a lot of focus because we need to make sure that we are not coning or doming in the abdomen. So I want you to take your hands behind your thighs. You're going to lift up, lifting the spine, lengthening the spine. And then I want you to roll back, coming into a half roll back. So create that C curve in the spine, holding onto the back of the thighs. Now hold here. Check. Are you coning? Because if you are, I want you to draw the abdominals in. So draw the transverse abdominis in and see, does it become flatter? No coning. And if it is still coning, come up a little bit higher maybe. And if it's still coning then maybe you want to omit this exercise. But we want to keep that intra-abdominal pressure. Okay, so exhale, take it back into the C curve. Press into the back of the thighs because that's going to really wake up the core. And then you're going to deepen that core, deepen the crease in the ribs. And then you're going to inhale, lift up, rolling forward, lifting through the spine. Exhale, take it back into the C curve. Press into the thighs, scooping in the abs. Inhale, come forward, lift up, lengthen. So we're really getting into those abdominals. And it's taking a lot of focus, a lot of core control. And the good thing about this exercise is because if you are pregnant, you want to focus on that flexion of the lumbar spine. Because your tummy, as it grows, you get a lot of arching in your back and that can cause a lot of back pain. So we really want to even it out. Okay, on your next one, you're going to hold it back here. Deepen that core connection. Hold it. Maybe you can come back a little bit more. And then I want you to lift one arm overhead. Inhale, lower. And then we're going to go to the other side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So really focus on that core connection. Scoop in the abs. Check that you're not coning. If you are, come up a little bit more. Exhale, lift. Let's do another one each side. And then you're going to scoop in the abs, rolling up, lengthening the spine. And we're going to do one more exercise like this. So you're going to roll back down into your half, roll back, scoop in the abs, lift the right leg to tabletop. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep the hands at the back of the thighs if that feels good for you. If you feel like you can take your hands off, that's also good. But just make sure that you are keeping that abdominal connection at all times so that there's no popping in the abs. Okay. Last one. Scoop in the abs, round forward, lengthen the spine. And then I want you to come onto your side and then roll onto your back carefully. Okay, so we're going to imprint the spine towards the mat now. So that lower back is imprinted. Bring one leg up to tabletop at a time. You can rest your hand on your belly here to make sure that you can feel any coning at all. And then you're just going to extend the right leg, bring it back in and switch, extending the left leg. Exhale as you bring that knee in. Inhale as you switch, keeping that back press flat to the mat, making sure not to drop your legs too low so that there's coning. So just check with your own range. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Bring both back knees back in, glue them together, extend both legs out on a diagonal. Exhale, bend in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Very good. Back press flat to the mat. Scoop in those abs. Stay with me. A lot of core control, a lot of lower abs. Let's do another 2. Last one. Bend it in, hug the knees in towards the chest, and then roll onto your side. So we're going to come into some sideline work now, which sounds a bit weird because this should be a core workout, but we are really going to work the core now, and you'll feel the shake. So I want you to extend your body long across the mat. Legs are together. Now push that top hip away so that there's a gap between your waist and the mat. So you're going to connect to that core. Place your hand out on the mat, lift, abduct your top leg, and now we're going to bring the bottom leg to meet the top. Exhale as you lift and squeeze the inner thighs together. Feel that lift on your underside, on your waist. So you engage in that core, drawing your belly button to spine. Let's go for another 4. Squeeze. 3, 2. It's going to get more intense. 1. Okay, very good. Hold it there. Come up onto your forearm. Lift those legs. Okay, so your elbow is just forward of your shoulder. You're in one long line. You're on your hip, pressing up out of that shoulder, out of that sideways. Can you feel that core work? Whew. Lift that top leg, lower it. So you're keeping that bottom leg in an isometric hold. Draw that belly button in. My core is shaking. Stay with me. If you're doing it right, you should be feeling it in the obliques, in the core, in the legs, in the glutes. Let's go for another 2. 1. Hold it up. Scissor switch. Bring the bottom leg forward, top leg behind. Bring it back. Whew. Stay with me. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, take it back. Push up out of that shoulder, out of that side waist. Connect to that core. Whew. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Lower the legs back down. Whew. Coming into some side planking now. So bend the bottom leg, extend the top leg, and then we're going to lift up into our side plank. Lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So make sure you're shining the chest forward. Your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. Exhale, lift. Getting into those underneath obliques. Belly button to spine. Really draw it in. Last one, lower it back down. Whew. Lift up and over. Some nice lateral flexion. Okay, coming onto the other side now, straight away. And you might feel it more on this side because we just worked this side. So bring your body in one long line. You're resting on your hip. Your hips are stacked. So you're going to push that top hip down so that there's a gap underneath your waist in the mat. Okay. Abduct that top leg. Exhale. Bring that bottom leg to meet the top. Squeeze. Really engage that core. Make sure that bottom waistline is lifting. And you're lengthening the top of the waistline. Okay, let's go for another 2. Last one. Hold it together, squeeze. Come up onto your forearm. Your elbows just further forward than your shoulder. Keep those legs together, squeezing. Press up out of the shoulder, out of the sideway. Exhale, lift the top leg. Inhale, lower. Stay with me, keeping that bottom leg in an isometric hold. Woo! Core is shaking. We're almost there. Glutes are working hard. Inner thighs are working hard. Woo! Belly button to spine. Obliques are working hard. Okay. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Hold it up. Take the bottom leg forward. Top leg behind. Bring it back to meet in the middle. Stay with me. This is really stabilizing work. But we're almost done with today's class. Nice, short and sweet core workout. Let's do another 2. Lengthen the body along the mat. Last one. Lower the legs back down. Bend the bottom leg in. Make sure that your elbows in line with your shoulder. Extend the top leg. And then we're going to come into our side plank. So exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Draw in that core. We're working those bottom obliques. Okay. Let's go for another 2. 1. Lower it back down. Bend in the knees. Lift up and over, coming into some lateral flexion. Okay. Woo. Release that. Come to seated in the middle of your mat. You're going to abduct the legs about mat distance apart. I want you to lift up and lengthen through the spine. And then you're going to tuck your chin, walk your hands forward, flexing your spine, scooping in the abs. Inhale, lift up, lengthen the spine. So this is actually a core exercise. So I want you to focus on really drawing in the abs as you round forward, like you're rounding over a ball. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Let's do one more. Flexing the feet, scooping in the abs, rolling forward, letting the head hang. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Okay, bring the legs together. Come into a Z-sit. So right leg is behind, left leg is in front. Come up and over, releasing that side waist. Coming into some nice lateral flexion of the spine. You can even take that hand down, stretching out the back. Lifting up again, shining the chest forward. Take it up. Switch leg placement, and then we're going to take the right arm up and over. Release here. Take the hand down to the mat, chest facing the floor. Lift up, open the chest, shine the chest forward. Then take the hand back down And that is it for today's class, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this core workout. I hope that your brain is now tired from all the concentration that you had to do. But I hope that you feel stronger in your core. It's very important to strengthen your core during pregnancy, postpartum, whenever, all the time. It's important to strengthen your core. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below. Let me know what you would like to see more of. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.